was much better. We had great meetings this morning. The guys came in with the right attitude. You can tell by their step. You can tell by the way they looked at you when they came in and we started meeting. So it was much better today, and we're happy because we know we can continue to build off of that.
Is there a change that happens in a team where they start to see themselves as, I don't know, underdogs, or kind of get like motivation from all this after the grieving is over?
Yeah, I think the motivation is just in being challenged. Right now with everything that they're dealing with, and the last time that we were out and playing and playing that way, I think it's just a challenge of that they know they're better than that. They know they can play better than that. They can compete better than that. We can have more energy than that, and we can have more passion than that. So I think that's the biggest challenge to them, and that's what they're being challenged with right now. Just the human emotion of enjoying what you're doing and having fun. So that's the biggest challenge, and I think they're overcoming it. And you saw it today. So we were happy with today's energy level.
So, Coach, Artie,
yes,
tweeted out that he's, I don't remember exactly, going to play. It sounded like. Was he out there today? And
he was out there, and you felt him. He was out there. He was, obviously you can tell he's carrying some things, but the way he competed, you wouldn't have known it. When it was his rep, you wouldn't have known it. He was really tight to his details. I think a little bit of it allowed him to focus, and you can tell that he was focused. He was dialed in. He had a good day. Of course, his teammates love him, so they rallied around him, and they're there to support him. And I think he knows that this is part of his family too, and this is part of being home as well. And it's all of our responsibility to make sure that we support him, hold him up, hold him to a standard of being great, because that's what Artie wants to be. He knows that his mom wouldn't want it any other way, and so he's here being Artie.
Larry, your thoughts on the fundraiser, that the fan base, just the amount of money that they supported him with?
I mean, it gives you goosebumps. I'm sorry, that gives you goosebumps. That's the kind of feedback and response you hope you get. We know that this Hurricane family and the Hurricane tradition runs deep, and that's the kind of response you were hoping for. Not only in times like this, but just in general, because these guys, care about. Obviously, they care about the community. They care about their fans. They care about the support of the Miami Hurricane hopeful and everybody that's going to hopefully pull together for these young people here down the stretch. So that was an awesome showing, and words can't explain how awesome that was.
What was Artie's reaction to it? Did you get a chance to talk to him? I'm pretty sure he was blown away.
Yeah, I'm sure he was, and we haven't had a chance to talk about that in particular. But you don't know what plays into the human emotion like that. That could have been part of the reason why he decided to show back up today. That could have been part of the reason why he said, I'm going to go compete with my brothers. I mean, we got an opportunity still ahead of us, and if I need to be with my family. I need to be with our team. So that could have been part of it. You don't know how this thing somehow comes together and clicks in people's mind and in people's spirit. So it was awesome.
In terms of, wanted to check in on Brad also. Was he able to practice today, or Rashawn?
No, Brad wasn't able to practice today, but he's doing better. Again, with those things, those are touchy. So we're gonna let the doctors handle that day by day. But I did have a chance to speak with Brad. He looked great. He sounded great, and of course, you have to calm him down. He's ready to go. He's ready to go, and that's the competitive nature in him, and that's part of what makes him Brad. Rashawn was out today. He was able to get out, catch some balls, and get moving, which is part of getting through what's going on with him, the soreness and things that's going on with him, and that was great to see him out in cleats and helmet and pads and catching the football. So we're encouraged by Rashawn too.
Does there come a point with Brad where you guys have to make the decision because he hasn't been able to watch film or hasn't been able to practice?
Yeah, obviously yes. At some point that will be, but again, the doctors will kind of control that with us and be right there with us. We're working together and talking about it constantly. So that decision will come at some point. Yes.
Do you anticipate it? Is it tomorrow? Is it Friday? When is that?
I have no idea. They're in complete control of that protocol.
Gotcha.
Even if he can't play, will he travel? Even if he can't play?
Even if he can't play, that's something we're talking about and working through and evaluate. Again, the doctors will kind of tell us how to play with that, with the flight and all that, the touchiness that comes with that. So, we'll see, and we're hopeful that he will be, but we'll see what happens.
Just even if he can't
more
play,
questions, guys.
Even if he can't play, I mean, what can he add to kind of build Malik and
just
be there for Malik?
Just his presence, just his presence alone. It's awesome for everybody on our football team, just not Malik, but our O-line, our D-line, everybody on this football team, from the corners to the receivers, respect him and knows what he brings to our team.
He came in such a weird time. Malik, I'm talking about, came in at such a weird time. You guys are behind by so much. Couldn't really obviously get a rhythm. Couldn't really get in his kind of offense. He has a certain way he can. He has strengths, obviously. Do you change that this week now that he if he is the starter? Do you change much to suit him?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot, because I think what we have to do is ask the rest of the guys on the team to elevate their game, and to rally around Malik and some of the skill set that he brings to the offense. We're pretty open with our offense. It's pretty diversified, so there's a lot of different things we can do and mix and match and different things with personnel. So I think it's just asking the guys around him to step their game up and be that much better. In the case that we roll with Malik.
Are you seeing an increased comfort level from Malik? The more time he's out there, the more reps he's getting.
Absolutely. Just like human, the more you do something, the more comfortable you get with it. The more you put in situations, the more comfortable you become with it. So, absolutely, yeah, it was awesome to see him in some of the situations that he was in last Saturday, and him be more comfortable and more calm and operate at the operation we would like him to operate and execute. So, yeah, of course it is.
If Brad can't go, will Malik be the starter?
Right now, yes, Malik will be the starter. Okay.
All right, last question, guys.
Larry, the defense of Duke is one of the best in the country. How much more of a challenge is that? And Brad not being there, he kind of asked, but it's just it makes it that much harder. Yeah, can you talk about all that?
You know what? They are very good. They are very good with what they do. They don't do a whole lot, so they're very good at the things they do well. Their kids play hard. Obviously, they believe in the scheme, they trust the system, and they execute the system at a high level. And therefore, that's what we have to do. We have to go out, we have to execute, we have to run the football, we have to be disciplined with what we do, we have to be smart with what we do, and take what they give us, and then make some of the plays that when we do have a chance to take advantage of some of the things they do, take advantage of them and connect on them. So this is going to be about being able to run the ball and being efficient when we decide to throw the ball. So it's really just us taking care of us, because we know that they're a good football team and that they're disciplined, but our discipline and the way we play is going to have to overcome that.
Great. Thanks, Coach.